my name is Jamie Rue and I'm filming an end of year book haul. Alright, so it is officially almost the end of 2017 and I bought a couple of books in celebration. This isn't a lot of books, but it's more than you normally get off Amazon for such a cheap price. Also, I just wanted to film something quick while I could that's book related because I'm going to be really busy soon, so I'm just going to get right into it. First, I have a collection of books that I have read already, but it's the biggest collection of books I have, and I'm gonna go with that first. This is the Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead. There are 6 books in this series, clearly. I already own one of them, it's right here on the shelf, but you know, they were having this crazy sale on Amazon and it was so cheap. I mean, like, my jaw dropped cheap, so I had to. If you have not read this series, you should, because I love this series. There's a spin-off series called the Bloodlines series, which I don't like as much. People like that series more. Don't listen to them. This is amazing. Bloodlines is good too, but this series, if you like paranormal romance, if you like sacrifice, if you like friendship type things, like, I just read this series. I read this in high school so quickly. I went to borrow books 4, 5, and 6 from the library at like 8 o'clock at night immediately after I finished the 3rd. So read this series. It's so good. Next, I have a book from a series that I again have already read. It is the 2nd book in the Daughter of Smoke and Bones trilogy, Days of Blood and Starlight by Lanny Taylor. This book series, very good. Like, I don't totally know how to explain the series because it gets very, very complicated, but if you like magic and demons and angels and war and forbidden love and yada yada yada, I mean, like, give it a shot, why not? I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but you know. Daughter of Smoke and Bone is my favorite in the series, the 1st book, and I think it sort of goes downhill from there. Like, 1st book outclasses the other 2 in my opinion, but I think they're still totally worth a read if you have some free time on your hands, because solid. And that is the end of books that I've already read before. Next, I have Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I think it's Scythe, it might be Scythe, I don't know how to pronounce this word. This is a book that I've been wanting to read for a while. It's about the society where, like, no one dies or something like that, and like scythes are the only one who can end lives, and these 2 kids are chosen to become scythes. It just sounds very interesting. It sounds really cool. Neil Shusterman is the dude who wrote the Unwind series, which I haven't read. In a recent haul, I bought the 1st book in that series, but this seems much more interesting to me personally, so I'm gonna give it a shot. Haven't read anything by him before, I'm very excited. Next, I have a book that I bought purely because it was cheap and also because a friend had recommended it to me before. The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson. Now, I don't really know what this book is about. I just know that it involves like kingdoms and something. I don't totally know. But a friend of mine who I trust a lot with books recommended this to me once, like a millennia ago, and we have a very, very similar taste in books. So this is a thing that I bought. The name Kiss of Deception just sounds so terrible. And this cover is also not the greatest, and all the covers in the series are like not the greatest, but I will give it a shot because the Vampire Academy covers sucked, and look where we are now. Next is another case of cheap but didn't want to read really, but now I guess I have it, so I will read it at some point. Koral, and it's by Stephanie Garber, who I've never heard of before. I think this might be her debut book. I don't know if this is her debut book or not. I can't tell. But in any case, it's about these 2 sisters, and there's this fantasy carnival type thing that comes into town, and they run away to like participate in it or to see it or something, and it turns out that one of the sisters has to participate in it, or I don't even totally know what this book is about. When I first heard about it, it struck me as the type of book that I just really, really did not want to read. I was wholly uninterested, but you know, here it is now. I have it, and I might as well. I mean, I've seen it around so much that I feel obligated to read it, so here it is. And lastly, I told you this was a short video, I have the Six of Crows duology. Now, I have read Shadow and Bone before. I only read the 1st and 2nd book in that series. I never finished it because I wanted to own it and I never had the chance to buy it, and it's never there at my library, and I've heard that the Six of Crows duology is better than Shadow and Bone. I don't really know how that's possible because Shadow and Bone was like really, really good. So here it is, and I don't really normally love hardcover. If you can't tell, like half the things that I bought there were paperback, but look at this. How do you not want to own a book like that? I don't know. I had to. Same goes for the 2nd book in this duology, which looks like this. What? Like, who wouldn't want this on their bookshelf? I want this on my bookshelf. I want to own this. It's like about a band of thieves in the world of the Shadow and Bones series, and I think there's some heist thing happening, and that sounds like something that I would be very interested in. So 10 out of 10 Leigh Bardugo. I really want to read this series, and I'm so happy that I own it. So that was it for this haul. If you have watched me this year, thank you. It means a lot to me. It doesn't sound like it means a lot to me right now, the way I'm presenting it. Every single comment you leave, I try to respond to, and kind of what I'm trying to do on this channel is talk about books, interact with people about books. So if you helped me do that anyway this year, then thank you so much, and I will see you in 2018. Alright.